Today we are going to continue our lessons on rational numbers. For the past few lessons we've been talking about converting between decimals and fractions, fractions and decimals, decimals and percents, and so on. So lesson number 12 is simply on decimals, adding and subtracting. To add decimal numbers, you are going to put numbers in a vertical column. Vertical column means up and down, lining up the decimal points. You're going to then add each column of digits just like you would any whole number or integer, starting on the right and working left. And then you're going to place the decimal point in the answer directly below the decimal points in the 2 terms or 3 terms or 4 terms. So in this first example, 5.76. So this is where our decimal is going to be. 3.4. And just as a placeholder, I'm going to put a 0 under the 6. I have a decimal in my answer. 6 plus 0 is 6. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry the 1. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So my answer is 9.16, or 9 16/100ths. Our second example, 110.389. Let's put a little 1 here for our decimal. 24.76. Add a 0. Put a decimal in our answer. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. 3 plus 7 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus nothing is 1. So our answer is 135.149. 135 and 149 thousandths. Okay, now let's take it one step further. Add the little negative sign into our problem. So we're just going to be adding and subtracting decimals that have negative signs. You are going to use the same rules that you use for adding and subtracting integers. So rule number 1 for addition, same sign, simply add, and the sign is the same as the 2 numbers that you added together. So in our first example, we have 8.1, and it's negative, plus a negative 4.3. And you can see that I have my decimals lined up. 1 plus 3 is 4. Same sign, simply add. 8 plus 4 is 12. And since they're both negative, my answer is negative 12.4. Negative 12 and 4/10. Example number 2, they're both positive, so we simply add 32.78 plus 21.3, and you can see there's my decimals. Add a 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. 7 plus 3 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. There's my decimal. Answer for the second example is 54.08, and since they were both positive, my answer is positive. For addition, when the signs are different, find the difference. Big minus small. Which number is further away from 0 is the larger number. And the sign will be the same as the larger number. So in this case, 2.7 is larger than 0.6. So 2.7, big, minus 0.6. There's my decimals. 7 minus 6 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. There's my decimal. And you look back to the original problem. The negative number is larger, so my answer is negative 2.1. Second example, signs are different. The larger number is 5.3 minus the smaller number. Check to make sure your decimals are lined up. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. Decimal goes right here. The larger number is negative, so my answer is negative 0.2. Negative 2/10. Next set of rules is subtraction. And I encourage you to circle your integers and then use the process keep, change, change. And then use the rules of addition. So example 1, we have negative 8.77 minus negative 2.66. Keep the negative 8.77, change, and then change negative 2.66 to a positive 2.66. Now we can use the rules of addition. The larger number is negative 8.77, so 8.77 minus 2.66, big minus small. There's our decimal. 7 minus 6 is 1, 7 minus 6 is 1, 8 minus 2 is 6, 6.11. Ask yourself which number is larger. It would have to be the negative 8.77. Answer is negative 6.11. It's negative because the larger number was negative. Example number 2. Circle our two integers, keep 9.4, change to a negative 12.5. You look at the two integers, 12.5 is much larger than 9.4, so it's big minus small. Make sure our decimals are lined up. 5 minus 4 is 1. 2 minus 9, but 12 minus 9 is 3. 3.1, and our larger number is negative. So our answer is negative 3.1. So go ahead and stop the recording and try the 10 problems on the next page. When you have finished those 10 problems, you may turn the recording back on and check your work. Practice number 1. It's addition. Signs are the same. Simply add. 2.4 plus 5.9. Line up our decimal. 4 plus 9 is 13. Carry the 1. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 1 is 8. Our decimal goes right there. And since they're both negative, my answer is negative 8.3. Practice number 2, still addition, but the signs are different. Big minus small. 40.55 is larger than 21, so 40.55, big minus small. Add some zeros, that is a whole number, 21. Big minus small. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. Carry 1 from the 4. 10 minus 1 is 9. 3 minus 2 is 1. You look back at the problem, the negative number is larger, so your answer is negative 19.55. Practice number 3, it is subtraction. First step is to circle our two terms. Keep, change, change. We are going to use the rule of addition, different signs, big minus small, 22.31 minus 14.63. Carry 1 there, carry 1 there, carry 1 there. 11 minus 3 is 8. 12 minus 6 is 6. 11 minus 4 is 7. 1 minus 1 is 0. So our answer is 7.68, and the larger of the two is negative, so my answer is negative 7.68. Problem number 4, it's addition. Signs are different. Big minus small. Make sure your decimals lined up. Have to carry 10 from here, carry 10 from there, and we're good to go. 10 minus 4 is 6, 11 minus 4 is 7. Put our decimal in its proper place. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus nothing is 4. The larger number is positive, so our answer is positive. Example number 5. Signs are the same. It is addition. Simply add. 33 plus 4.66. Add zeros. Simply add 6, 6, decimal, 7, 3. Since they're both negative, my answer is negative. Negative 37.66. Practice number 6. It's addition. Signs are different. Big minus small. Big minus small. Line up our decimal. 8 minus 4 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. The larger of the two numbers is negative, so my answer is negative 1.4. Example number 7, it's subtraction. Circle our terms. Keep, change, change. Now we use the rules of addition. Signs are different. Big minus small. 8, well, our decimal goes right there. 8 minus 4 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. And since the bigger number is negative, my answer is negative 3.44. Example 8. It's addition. The signs are different. Big minus small. Put our decimal in the answer. 11 minus 9 is 2. 12 minus 7 is 5. And I almost forgot to cross this out and put a 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And you look back at the original problem, the negative number is larger, so your answer is negative 5.2. The last two problems were word problems. You're going to be seeing more and more of these, so learn how to figure out what they're really trying to say. Jack spends $3.75 on gas. He spends some money. So the integer I'm probably looking for is a negative decimal I'm looking for, negative 3.75. Then, after he put gas in the mower and he mowed his neighbor's yard, he earns $15.50. So that's a positive $15.50. What is Jack's profit? What is Jack's profit? So there's my equation. My negative 3.75 plus the $15.50 he made mowing his neighbor's yard. Big minus small. Big minus small. And we subtract. Get it all set up. 10 minus 5 is 5. 14 minus 7 is 7. 14 minus 3 is 9. And the larger numbers pop. Oh, look at me. I totally subtracted wrong. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 1. Glad I caught that mistake. So he made a profit of $11.75. Last word problem. Let's read the whole figure out what it's trying to ask us. The average elevation of the city of New Orleans, Louisiana is 0.5 meters below sea level. Well, that tells me something like a negative 0.5. The highest point in Louisiana is 16.5 meters higher. So that's a positive 163.5. Okay, so New Orleans is 0.5 meters below sea level. Driscoll Mountain is 163 higher, so you're going to take negative 0.5 and add to it 163.5. Signs are different, big minus small. So the height of Driscoll Mountain is 163 meters. For homework tonight, you are going to be doing Lesson 12, adding and subtracting decimals prep work, numbers 1 through 25. There is plenty of space on your paper to show your work. Good luck.